Oh, Nintendo. Just when I think you guys finally got some shit right, you go and pull some shit like this. Now, in case any of you guys were planning on pre-ordering that lovely 8GB Wii U coming out next week, you are only going to be left with 3GB of space after the system installs. So when you first fire it up, you're going to have to download a 4.2GB system update. That's where your profile and all that goes. And the game that comes with, the 32GB system, the Nintendo Land, that is 3.2GB. So guess what? You can't even install that to your hard drive. You can't even download a game or anything. Their only other excuse is they want you to go out and get one of an external hard drive, a USB external hard drive. But an official statement says they don't really recommend doing that. So it's like you're either stuck with a shitty 8GB or the 32. Look, you have to get the 32GB console. Like, pretty much. That's fucking atrocious, man. How could you even think of doing some shit like that? This is such a fail on their part. And not only that, but get this, the tablet controller, $200. $200 fucking dollars for this goddamn thing. That's almost as much as the goddamn console is. So you're looking at like $400 or $500 if you want the Wii U console plus like a Pro controller and another tablet controller. Oh man, that's such a goddamn fail on their part. Now I was gonna shit a brick if they were gonna charge the tablet controller at $99 or less. I knew it wasn't gonna happen, and I knew there was gonna be around $200. I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. I mean, think about if you had kids. I mean, I remember back when I was a kid, me and my brother fought over controllers all the fucking time. What do you think this tablet controller is gonna be like? You know, it's gonna be that all over again. Plus, the thing's got a $200 price tag on the fucking thing. Unreal, dude. This is a fail. And going back to the external hard drive things, knowing that you can install games on that, what's to say you can't plug that into a PC and figure out how to get the blocks off it and be able to fucking torrent it and get free games all the time? Who's to say you're not going to be able to do that? I'm willing to bet, and within a week after the release, that's already going to be available. I mean, it does not take these hackers very long to figure this shit out, especially when you're not even fucking offering your own, hard drive that has its own personal securities and locks on it, and that's the only way to really do that. I mean, Microsoft knew that with their hard drives. They were well aware if you were able to hook up an external hard drive to it, you could be able to hack the fucking shit out of it. Which is probably what's going to happen to Wii U. Wii U is probably going to be very hackable. And it's not going to be cool. So get used to seeing a lot of aimbots on the Call of Duty games and a bunch of other bullshit like that. Not to mention another, what do they call that? Another outage for them. What happens if they get a security breach in their network? Then what, I mean, it's all due to that, too. They're going to have to block the usage of external hard drives for people to stop doing that type of shit. And then when that happens, people are going to be pissed because all they're going to have is an 8GB bottle, which is completely fucking useless if you think about it. I mean, you really can't do anything with it. I mean, even saves are going to fucking take up a lot of that space. You're not so that means you're only going to be able to play a certain amount of, like, 4 or 5 games at a time, You're going to have to really pick and choose. That fucking sucks. Next gen, my ass, dude. No fucking way, dude. And a $200 price tag on a goddamn controller? You're out of your fucking minds. And they're talking like the Pro controllers are going to be $90. That's expensive as shit. You know what? I'm totally not on board for this anymore. I was really looking forward to the Wii U, and I was thinking it was going to be a really cool system. But god damn it, man. I mean, they really think it's still 1994. Super Metroid just came out, and Nintendo is on top. Well, it's not 1994 anymore. It's 2012, and Nintendo is not on top anymore. Microsoft and Sony are just pairing them a new asshole with this shit, because they've already been in the HD gaming market for a while now, past 6 years, I believe. Or more than that, maybe 6 or 7 years now. And Nintendo is just finally starting to get that breakthrough to HD. And they really haven't shown off anything all that great. I mean, sure, there's the Mario U, but fuck, that's just the same shit they were doing on the Wii. I'm not impressed by that. Every time they launched a console since I can fucking remember, they've always had Mario brand new looking in a new engine, showing you what the system is capable of. They always have launch titles that do that, and this time it's not like that. They don't have any launch titles that really show me what that system is capable of doing. I mean, they really failed on this. I mean, if you saw the E3 conference back, what was that, back in June? Or May, or whatever that was. It just catered to the fucking casual gamer. They talked about forever that they want the hardcore audience to come back. And I wasn't sold on it. I mean, they showed off like, what, 1 or 2 good games, and that was fucking it. You know, it was, the rest of it was like that fucking karaoke game, and then there's that fucking bunch of stupid shit like that. It pissed me off, dude. I just couldn't believe it that they would actually fucking do that. There was no mention of a Zelda or a Metroid or any of their fucking franchises. I mean, if they would have just shown us a glimpse of an HD Zelda game, we probably would have been fucking happy. We would have been completely happy that we got the glimpse of that. But no, they can't fucking do it. Unbelievable, man. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with the fucking Wii U at all. I'm kind of on the fence on this, just like I'm on the fence on the Ouya. I see that being the same thing, an extremely hackable system where it's just going to fucking fail because people are not going to play by the rules and they're going to use it to their own benefit and gain. And a lot of developers are going to lose money on it, and thus they're probably not going to want to put anything towards the Ouya anymore. Same thing probably going to go with the Ouya, or with the Wii U. Where the games start being hacked to shit, and you're not even going to need to be able to buy them to play them anymore, since you could be able to install them on those external hard drives. And like I said, who's to say you can't just plug it into a computer and burn it off on a disk and pop that disk in there? There's nothing saying that. I mean, I'm willing to bet that the security in the system isn't going to be all that great. Anyway, so we might see a real big piracy scam coming out of that. And you can't even use their virtual store with the 8 gigabyte model at all. You can't get shit. You might be able to get a fucking couple of the older games that are on there, like the Super Nintendo games, but what the fuck is the fun of that? This is a next-gen console, you know? There's no point in that at all. I'm sticking with PC. I'm sticking with my PS3. That's it. You know, I'm waiting out for the 720 and the PS4, and maybe they can wow me. Because I do not see the Wii U really lasting all that far. I mean, the only people I can really see getting it are the super hardcore fanboys who are going to get it anyway. That's the only people I can see. Or just buying it for the Nintendo name. The Nintendo name is not what it was back in 1994, like I've said earlier. It's 2012. They're on the bottom. They really need to get this right, or Nintendo is not a company anymore. Period. They are Sega. You know, they are not a hardware company. They'll just be making software, and then we'll be seeing fucking Mario games on the goddamn PlayStation and Xbox. If Nintendo isn't a company anymore, video gaming in a whole is going to be going downhill. I really hope they get this right. I just think that they really should have put a hard drive in the Wii U. A big hard drive, at least 300 gigs. At least that. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking on this, dude, honestly. I mean, they should know better that people cannot be trusted. They tried some shit like this kind of on the PS3 when it first launched, when you can use Linux. And then people just started to do the same thing. They started to hack the games and started to be able to, where you could rent a game, install it to your hard drive, and never need the disc again. I mean, if you played by the rules and actually owned that game, yeah, hell yeah, that was a cool feature right there. You'd just be running the game off the hard drive, and it'll be less likely of a chance of the system to malfunction. So really, that's a great idea, but people just wouldn't play by the rules on it, you know? Unless there's some type of secret, you know, like a special lock for, you know, like the red boxes and the family videos that are out there, or whatever video stores in your neighborhood, if you still have one. You know, GameFly, there we go. That's probably really the most relevant thing in gaming right now. There should be an extra lock in there to where it knows that the system knows that it's a rented copy of that game, and you can install it to the hard drive, and then that way actually work right there. You could probably do that as far as the piracy thing goes, but I'm just saying, yeah, this is going to be bad for Nintendo. I can see this not ending very well for them, especially if it's really a $200 price tag on the goddamn things. And I'll put both the links in the description down below. Now, keep in mind that the Wii U tablet price thing, it's a couple months old, but I think it has a lot of fact behind it. It sounds like a reasonable price. It sounds legit. I get that. I mean, they're still going to be selling that damn thing at a loss. I mean, I just don't know, man. So if you were thinking about getting that 8 gigabyte Wii U, pull the fuck out, dude. At least move it up to the 32 gig, because you're going to have no choice but to get that one. The 8 gigabytes is just not even a good investment at all. So yeah, that about wraps this video up, dudes. You know, if you guys like the channel, like, favorite, subscribe, and fucking check out my older videos if you guys want. Anyway, I'm out of here. Deuces.